It's just a matter of time, very soon. Um, we can't risk wasting time as serial monogamists. Um, what do you think about the academic studies that show that the average person in America has only 4.1 partners before marriage? Okay, so there's two schools of thought here. And I don't want to get too far deep in this because I think this would be a good topic, like for an entire 10-minute segment of the show. Um, Women are notoriously inaccurate at revealing. They've had four partners in the sense that she had a high school boyfriend, she had a college boyfriend, she had one long-term relationship after college, and then that when they broke up, she met her husband. She was about 26, 27. So four. It doesn't include the multiple hookups, girls' night out, traveling. Anything outside of your zip code doesn't count. Blowjobs don't count. Guys that lasted less than 3 months don't count. Guys that lasted less than 5 minutes in bed doesn't count. It doesn't ever count. When women are asked how many men they've been with, they only count long-term boyfriends. Some girls limit, is any guy under 2 years of a solid exclusive commitment? Doesn't count. So that's how you end up with 4 instead of 40 or 400. And with men, because it's a little bit harder to rack up the numbers, you kind of have to focus and you have to have a little bit of luck on your side and you have to have skills. I think it could be in that 4 to 10 range, because what happens is most guys just don't care about it enough. And I don't mean, when I shouldn't even say enough, they just don't care. For most guys, when you look out, and I'll use a picture of the suburbs, where you look out and there's 500 or 1,000 houses next to each other. This is the vast majority of men, is they want to go to work, make some money, have fun with their buddies, come home, get high or drunk, pursue their hobbies, and not get bitched at, and possibly have sex every once in a while, once a week, a couple times a month. They're happy. They don't care about seduction. They don't care about game. They don't care. They think all of this stuff is insanity. Much like you would think of, if you're not a computer guy, hardcore gamers being why would they spend so much time? Or, professional bass fishing. I mean, there's people that pursue all kinds of obscure, model trains, RV cars, all kinds of crazy things that guys pursue hard. They really wrap their lives around it. It's not women. They're not that interested. If it falls in their lap, great. If it doesn't, that's fine too. That's why most guys will tend to marry the first girl that will touch his pee-pee, and he's good, because it's not a priority. That's why when she gains 100 pounds, he's still with her, because it doesn't really matter to him. He likes fishing. He likes hunting. He likes his kids. He likes coaching t-ball. These are all things. It's different strokes for different folks. We're a teeny tiny group. We're less than 1% of the population, because you got to realize less than 1% of the population even exercises. And an even smaller percentage understands game and women and seduction in our little world. So the vast majority of men they're just not that interested in girls, seduction, attraction, sex. If it happens, great. If not, that's okay too. Again, for a lot of guys in our world, they can't fathom that, and that's okay. But that's your majority of people. That's your 80-20. 80% of men are just not that interested in this stuff. And even the sex thing, they're the variety thing, they're not even, they're I just need just one. And I don't want to deal with all the weird bullshit, because women make them feel uncomfortable. They're hard to read. They act funny. They're friends with his mom. all kinds of weird things to him. He doesn't want to deal with it. So that's a real deal with why do you see that for partners? Guys aren't that interested, and women simply don't count everyone. And shoot, I think we were going to stick with 2 topics, maybe 3. And I think it's a good, Jeff, it's a good, I'm sorry, Mac, it's a solid question and it deserves a solid answer. And it's hard, like Jeff seconds, that it's hard to imagine most men, they really don't care, but it all also works out because most women don't even see the vast majority of men. They're just, betas just kind of pass through. They're like fog. And then girls will ID or spot 1 or 2 alphas in a day, maybe, that, this guy's got it, and they'll key in on that. It's very rare. So again, that 4.1, I think that's pretty accurate for the number of 4 to 7 for men. And then women, it's unlimited. They just don't count any. And, regular girls can rack up, 20, 30 just between serial monogamy, like Bunny says, and the guys that are peppered in, like she sleeps with 3 guys in a weekend after a breakup. There's always that breakup or post-breakup or post-divorce, where they kind of get, and after, just like we were talking about widow's heat, like after a spouse passes, they start sleeping with a bunch of men. When they go through a divorce, they sleep with a bunch of men. That's just certain times that the number is going to get racked up faster than others. And to your advantage, a girl says, hey, I just broke up with my boyfriend. She's open to casual hookups. I just went through a divorce. She's open. She's not looking for something serious, so you have to use those things to your advantage and hear what they're saying. So I hope you guys have taken something from this today that you can apply today. Just know that girls are more pliable in the company of other girls. Jealousy works. And she's seeing other people when you meet her, in the most innocent, snow-driven, white dress girl has a history. It's somewhere. It's called a sex drive for a reason. And when you hear like women have had 4 partners, it's 4 that counted. And men don't really care that much about sex or seduction or attraction. It's just not interesting to them. So it's a strange thing to know, especially in our world. That's just the way it is. So if you like this, like it, share it, subscribe. If you have questions, let us know. If you want to purchase something, you can go to my Gumroad, or I'll put a link to our newsletter directly below this, both on YouTube and on Twitter. And